Okay, I missed a few things. If you haven't seen the last video, go watch it. I'm gonna try to keep continuity around here. And if you haven't seen the first video, this one will likely make no sense at all. See, I've been telling these streets I didn't want to do another Erlin video. In fact, I don't really want to make videos about anything at all. This all started out as a joke amongst friends, and now here we are. But god damn it, I can't turn away from an opportunity. I'm like a TLC producer, and I see a gold mine in this kid. But I swear this is it. The reason I didn't add more to Erlin's story in my first video is truthfully because I got lazy. And the more I consumed this dude's content, I could feel myself becoming Erlin. I went full method. I started putting premium gas in my car. And I talked to my wife about moving to Michigan. You see, I had to become Erlin so I could accurately bring him to the screen. But he's just too powerful. Thy strength befits a crown, Sir Erlin the Brown. Did somebody say premium gas? Premium gas? Great question. Glad you asked. Look, I know I harped on it a lot. But genuinely, it's just too funny. And you bet your ass we're going to revisit it in this video, because by some divine intervention, just recently there has been a spin-off episode to the canon that is George R.R. Martin level of good. And by God, it is a development to the whole premium gas debacle. Before the start of the second half of my last video, I stated that I was going to reduce my interjections to let the content do the talking. I tried to point out the important aspects by putting in your comments to provide context on what the audience could have missed. But it was then up to me to add more content. I was just getting tired of making the video, honestly. I went too in depth in the first half and ran out of juice towards the end. Maybe if I had put some premium gas, could have gone further. I don't want this to be a part 2, more so a part 1.5, or like a behind the scenes with some bonus features. I'm going to go through some of the things that I missed and sprinkle some other things at the end from what this nasty son of a bitch has been up to. I'm going to try to keep it brief, and I swear this is the last one. I don't even want to know anything else about this guy. I really don't. There is no light goal, no amount of money, no glory that can seduce me to make anything else about this fool, except $1 million. Ladies and gentlemen, if we could raise $1 million, seriously, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm honestly hoping someone like Turkey Tom or Patrick CC will one day see this guy and do a way better job than I ever could. But it could be less likely to happen given Erlin's rapid decline in followers. But remember, engagement is key. One thing that I didn't drive home in the last video is yes, the mustiness of Erlin's journey. His trip went over multiple days, and he wore the same clothes the entire trip. Not just him, but his girlfriend Diana too. Also, I didn't include many details on Diana because she is another complicated part of Erlin's story that I just did not feel like getting into. See, Diana was initially treated as a captive by Erlin's side, a free person, but in chains all the same. People really thought she was being held against her will, and she was a victim in Erlin's path to self-destruction. But it is now more clear that Diana is just as ignorant as Erlin. And what's the saying? Participation is bad, but standing by is worse, something like that. See, Erlin could definitely be a manipulator, but can we genuinely say Erlin is smart enough to be a master of propaganda and deceit like many people think? It has happened, I'm sure, but I think it's more likely that Diana is just as guilty as Erlin. Whether it's a blind eye or, again, ignorance. She knows damn well she should be in a seatbelt, especially if you're driving for over 2,000 miles. I still think Erlin shows a disregard for her and his son by consistently carrying the camera over the baby. But does Diana ever say, "Damn, Vato, what you doing holding this baby? I got like 3 other things to carry over here"? No, she doesn't, because Erlin is probably like, "Hey, bitch, shut your yap. I'm making content over here." I'm joking. But there could be some bickering going on in the background that we don't know about because we as the audience just don't see it. But what we can see is Diana wearing the same outfit alongside her king. There aren't many women I know that would wear the same stinky, chunty ass pajama pants for multiple days, just smelling like hot Cheetos and sardines. Look, I don't want to speak too much about my personal life, and bear with me for the story. But I was in the army, and we do field training exercises. Sometimes out of necessity, we'd be in the same clothes for days at a time. In fact, there was one field training exercise I did for a month where we had to wear J-list, which was a thick suit you wear over your uniform that protects you from chemical agents. We wore that shit for like 18 days straight without a shower, and let me tell you, we all would have liked to have a shower, but that's just a gig. Dude wipes go a long way when you have no choice. By the time we took that shit off, it could stand up right by itself. It was gross. I felt like I was serving on the Flying Dutchman from Pirates of the Caribbean. Part of the ship, part of the crew. Here's a little inside information. Females were the only ones allowed to get picked up from wherever we were and brought to a running shower periodically because feminine hygiene is particularly important, and even the United States military knew about that. And it's not special treatment, it is a medical concern, and it was required after a certain amount of time. Is Diana wearing any standard issue OCP in these clips? Are they driving that steamy van into Kandahar? Is that why Fuckwad is pumping premium? Cause he's funded by the bottomless pit that is the DoD's budget? Oh, you mean they chose to wear those clothes the whole time? Erlin continued to wear that funky ass t-shirt after he wiped the dipstick off with it?
Gross. Ew.
Let's talk about the dog. I showed a clip in the last video of Erlin letting Honey out on the side of the highway, and then getting mad at Honey for trying to run into the highway. Has this guy ever heard of a leash?
The liquor, you want to walk there? Yeah. But Honey, her leash.
There you go.
I have her leash right there.
Huh. Honestly, I think that dog took off because he was trying to get the fuck out of there. I was sitting there watching Honey take off and it was like overtime and we need this touchdown. Go, 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 go! That dog wasn't running to explore, she was running for freedom. You ever been next to someone who smells like they didn't put on deodorant and for a second you thought maybe it was you? Honey was in that car like, hey, no way it's me that smells like Fritos. I gotta get the fuck out of here. Alright, let's get to the real meat and potatoes, folks. Premium motherfucking gas. First, I need to talk about a newer character in the Erlin Cinematic Universe, or ECU, Junior. Junior is Erlin's cousin, and in a few videos after the Missouri trip, he became a fan favorite because he seems grounded in a more realistic experience, unlike his dumbass cousin Erlin. And there's a running joke that Erlin tries to do where he teases Diana for being partial to Junior, like he's a cuck. Yes, that's the joke.
Why are you guys having a blast together?
Recently, Junior came to visit the Jack Shack that is Erlin's crib and taught something to Erlin that is very important. Bear with me here.
Should I put 93 on this one?
I don't think it's gonna matter.
It's not gonna make a difference. Those people say that people always get coming at me saying that it's not a good thing.
To put premium in a regular ass car?
Yeah.
What?
I told them the gas lasts longer though.
That's not really. So the difference between octane ratings is like the resistance to pre-detonation. So if you have like regular octane, like 87, it's more likely to. It's called pre-detonation.
Oh.
That's why in like high compression engines or high performance cars, you gotta get the premium stuff because it won't combust early. Because the gas is less volatile. If you get the regular shit, it'll like combust a little earlier, you know? It's more likely to, I guess.
So this one wouldn't do anything to it, basically?
Because, well, this isn't a high performance engine, so it wouldn't really make a difference. This car was designed to run on regular gas because it's a regular ass car.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so you won't see any like benefit unless you're driving like an Acura or something like.
I rest my case. Another thing I wanted to talk about is Erlin always just be doing shit. You know what I mean? Just doing shit, just random shit. Call it home improvement. I don't know. It's just weird. He's just doing stuff all the time. This clip has been a favorite of mine lately. The continuity is going to be a little broken here, but something else that drives me up a wall is all these people that make videos where the camera is set up and they go out of frame. It's so funny to think they have to get out and go back to pick the camera up afterwards. This adds no cinematic value because it's real life. You know where leaving the camera in certain angles as you drive away works? In works of fiction, in movies. When the fuck did vlogging have to be so weird? These people don't give a fuck in public. If I was out and about and I see some weirdo put a camera on the stand and drive away, then back up and pick it up again, I'm calling the cops, cause that motherfucker should not be allowed on the road. I'd be thinking he's some kind of sick freak, cause God knows what kind of distracted driving is going on in that car. Imagine also putting your significant other in the back seat without a seatbelt on. Hey, fuck it. Let's put our dog and our son back here as well. Yeah, hear me out. I say we drive for over 2,000 miles too, and you bet your ass I'm gonna park this van in dark, sketchy areas along the way with everything that I own and love in here. Better yet, we're gonna sleep in here because I'm not spending a dime on safety because people are decent in this world and nobody's gonna catch me when I spent the extra money I do have on high octane, all-American, premium gas. But anyways, I'ma just end it here. There is no amount of fuckery that could occur in this kid's life that will make me want to revisit this. Not a single thing. I quit. Mother